Hey, this is my unboxing video that I'm doing for the product I bought from my Forever's channel. I bought the coffee mug, and here it is. Sorry there's a glare from the screen, but lots of bold, crisp, beautiful colors, inside and out, high quality ceramic. I absolutely love it. So y'all go check out his website. He's got a lot of fun, fresh designs. And cheers to you, Shaka, and all of your endeavors. Peace.
All right. Hey, brother Donnie Williams. See, you got your mail.
Yeah. What's up, Shaka? I was gonna do just I know it's a serious topic, but I was gonna do a little.
No, I appreciate that, bro. I'm glad.
So
I'm glad. Yeah. Live unboxing, bro. You don't mind if I use this excerpt, like as a clip, my intro?
No, it's all good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For those who wonder, I'm gonna share them. All right, that's lovely.
Yeah, I got the Heather Gray. Oh man,
Oh, you got the Kemet shirt as well. Okay.
Yeah, can you? I didn't know it had that on the back though.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's what's up, man.
Lovely. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So just letting you know, just coming through, showing some support real quick, man. I'm about to get back into this Netflix film, so just wanted to say peace, man, and thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, brother.
Okay. All right.
Our sister RP is in the place to be. What's up, sister?
E.T. Sen E. How you doing?
E.T. Senate E. I'm doing nefer.
Oh, great. Well, I got it today. I was thinking it was coming from France, but then I did the tracking and it was outside actually when I went to check, and here it is.
Oh, that's what's up. It's just like my hat. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Let me do the solo layout. There it is, brothers and sisters. That's what's up.
I really like this. Yeah, so I have an after school program that I help facilitate. And I'm going to wear this because we're going to start talking about coding. So I'm going to use this as an introduction because this is a code. It's ancient code, but it's still a code. And then we're going to be able to, demonstrate. I'll be able to demonstrate to them the meanings inside each of the, glyphs and stuff. So, but yeah, I was looking online and I was like, this is actually like really good designs, So as soon as I get some more, extra money, I'm going to get the matching hat, and I want to get a Ma'at shirt, but I really like the Kemet one.
Wolf, please don't do it to him.
I've been spitting flames, know the boy's really hot, yeah. Getting to the bread, I just got me a check, yeah. Fly as a plane, my whip look like a jet, yeah. Smoking on that loud and a nigga feeling great, yeah.
I'm doing good, you doing bad.
That's why you hate, yeah. Never catch me slipping, I stay with that strap, yeah. Got a tick, I'm about to break a back, yeah. Getting to the money, no need to show me where it's at, yeah.
I'm blowing on that loud
and the nigga feeling great, yeah. buying shit you never had, that's why you mad, yeah. Put that on my baby, I gotta get that bag, yeah. Vince Carter bitches say I'm half man, half amazing. These fools wanna try me, I'm waiting. What? Diploma nigga, the flow done graduated. Tell 'em running up the bank.
Don't worry what I'm making.
Talk about me, but you trash, why you faking? True. I got a thick, dark skin chick, she Jamaican. True. Chasing that paper with no hesitation. God send, try me, I'm busting that shit. Tell 'em I got my girlfriend, and I name her lifesaver. Oh my God, that boy's going hard. Yeah, get wet like rain. I stay with the storm. I switch the flow up, but I still got my swag though. Getting to the money, I ain't got time for you hoes.
Wolf, please don't do it to him.
I've been spitting flames, know the boy's really hot, yeah. Getting to the bread, I just got me a check, yeah. Fly as a plane, my whip look like a jet, yeah. Smoking on that loud and a nigga feeling great, yeah.
I'm doing good, you doing bad.
That's why you hate, yeah. Never catch me slipping, I stay with that strap, yeah. Got a tick, chick, I'm about to break her back, yeah. Getting to the money, no need to show me where it's at, yeah.
I'm blowing on that loud.
And the nigga feeling great, yeah. Buying shit you never had, that's why you mad, yeah. Put that on my baby, I gotta get that bag, yeah. Vince Carter bitches say I'm half man, half amazing. These fools wanna try me, I'm waiting. What? Diploma nigga, the flow done graduated. Tell 'em running up the bank.
Don't worry what I'm making.
Talk about me, but you trash, why you faking? True. I got a thick, dark skin chick, she Jamaican. True. Chasing that paper with no hesitation. God send, try me, I'm busting that shit. Tell 'em I got my girlfriend, and I name her lifesaver. Oh my God, that boy's going hard. Yeah, get wet like rain. I stay with the storm. I switch the flow up, but I still got my swag though. Getting to the money, I ain't got time for you hoes.
Wolf, please don't do it to him.
I've been spitting flames, know the boy's really hot, yeah. Getting to the bread, I just got me a check, yeah. Fly as a plane, my whip look like a jet, yeah. Smoking on that loud and a nigga feeling great, yeah.
I'm doing good, you doing bad.
That's why you hate, yeah. Never catch me slipping, I stay with that strap, yeah. Got a tick, chick, I'm about to break her back, yeah. Getting to the money, no need to show me where it's at, yeah.
I'm blowing on that loud.
And the nigga feeling great, yeah. Buying shit you never had, that's why you mad, yeah. Put that on my baby, I gotta get that bag, yeah. Vince Carter bitches say I'm half man, half amazing. These fools wanna try me, I'm waiting. What? Diploma nigga, the flow done graduated. Tell 'em running up the bank.
Don't worry what I'm making.
Talk about me, but you trash, why you faking? True. I got a thick, dark skin chick, she Jamaican. True. Chasing that paper with no hesitation. God send, try me, I'm busting that shit. Tell 'em I got my girlfriend, and I name her lifesaver. Oh my God, that boy's going hard. Yeah, get wet like rain. I stay with the storm. I switch the flow up, but I still got my swag though. Getting to the money, I ain't got time for you hoes.
Wolf, please don't do it to him.
I've been spitting flames, know the boy's really hot, yeah. Getting to the bread, I just got me a check, yeah. Fly as a plane, my whip look like a jet, yeah. Smoking on that loud and a nigga feeling great, yeah.
I'm doing good, you doing bad.
That's why you hate, yeah. Never catch me slipping, I stay with that strap, yeah. Got a tick, chick, I'm about to break her back, yeah. Getting to the money, no need to show me where it's at, yeah.
I'm blowing on that loud.
And the nigga feeling great, yeah. Buying shit you never had, that's why you mad, yeah. Put that on my baby, I gotta get that bag, yeah. Vince Carter bitches say I'm half man, half amazing. These fools wanna try me, I'm waiting. What? D plumber nigga, the flow done graduated. Tell 'em running up the bank.
Don't worry what I'm making.
Talk about me, but you trash. Why you faking? True. I got a thick, dark skin chick. She Jamaican. True. Chasing that paper with no hesitation. God send, try me. I'm busting that chick. Tell 'em I got my girlfriend and I name her lifesaver. Oh my God, that boy's going hard. Yeah, get wet like rain. I stay with the storm. I switch the flow up, but I still got my swag though. Getting to the money, I ain't got time for you hoes.
Wolf, please don't do it to him.
I've been spitting flames, know the boy's really hot. Yeah, getting to the bread, I just got me a check. Yeah, fly as a plane, my whip look like a jet. Yeah, smoking on that loud and a nigga feeling great. Yeah,
I'm doing good, you doing bad.
that's why you hate. Yeah, never catch me slipping, I stay with that strap. Yeah, got a tick, I'm about to break a back. Yeah, getting to the money, no need to show me where it's at. Yeah,
I'm blowing on that loud.
and the nigga feeling great. Yeah, buying shit you never had, that's why you mad. Yeah, put that on my baby, I gotta get that bag. Yeah, Vince Carter bitches say I'm half man, half amazing. These fools wanna try me, I'm waiting. What? D plumber nigga, the flow done graduated. Tell 'em running up the bank.
Don't worry what I'm making.
Talk about me, but you trash, why you faking? True. I got a thick, dark skin chick, she Jamaican. True. Chasing that paper with no hesitation. God send, try me, I'm busting that shit. Tell 'em I got my girlfriend and I name her lifesaver. Oh my God, that boy's going hard. Yeah, get wet like rain. I stay with the storm. I switch the flow up, but I still got my swag though. Getting to the money, I ain't got time for you hoes.
Okay. You have the link to the brother Young Hero's music video. I did put the repeat, or let's say the loop, because I was preparing I would say visualizer, but you know, let me tell you the proper name. The document camera with AI enhanced mic for classroom visualization. Okay. Let's check the sound first of all. Seems a bit loud. Yeah, it went all the way up. I don't know why. So I have to take that habit of checking the sound first of all before everything. Now, who's in the place to be? Andrew Burnett is in the place to be. She was there early. Inform people that they should join us on that other improvised live stream. Egypt is stripping. The government, the authorities of Egypt, stripping. They don't ban ladies' museum. from excavating after 40 years. He told them, you don't lost all your privileges out there. We're sad since Chief X failed. No, I'm joking. Bennett isn't a place to be. Hotep David isn't a place to be. Bennett wrote, for those that don't know, African Americans and Africans related to Bantu and other Africans are typically called sub-Saharan Africans, are related to the North and Egypt as well by blood. Also, many sub-Saharan Africans also have DNA that relates them to back migration Africans as well. African Americans are related to both groups. Struck hot. Tex Obama wrote, so hot, so hot. I have what? I have more. Oh, it has more songs. Indeed, yes, it has a few more music videos. Last word. If you don't like the fact that people are related to lands, they're no longer living, then maybe folks should not have embarked in the slave trade. More song, Shaka, Law. Okay, let's do a share now. We're not really sure with it. Okay. Volume 1, published by the French Institute of Oriental Archaeology. Volume 2, larger than Volume 1. That's Volume 1, that's Volume 2. And Volume 3, which is a glossary. And I believe it's shorter. Yeah, shorter than the other two. Now, visualizer is here. Well, actually, the icon says visualizer, so you know I was correct using that term. But anyway, whoa, 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 whoa! Good thing I didn't share. So let's put it down. Let's zip it down. There's a light on it. It's been a while I didn't use it, so now I can share, and then you're gonna have to bear with me so I can align it right way. David wrote, that reminds me, I gotta get around to buying the Akan World of Gold weight collection. Oh, I don't know what that is. Share screen. Yeah, as usual, I have to do this. Damn. I can do that with the trackpad. Nice. Now, just for the record, some people may not be familiar with that author. I know he has a French wiki. They have does have an English one. Here is his wiki page. There's not much on it. Pierre Grandet, born 1954, is a French Egyptologist. After studying history and Egyptology at the University of Paris for Sorbonne and the Practical School of Advanced Studies, he had taught the hieroglyphics and Egyptian pharaonic civilization during Cheops in Paris at the Catholic University of Angers. In 1996, he authored L'Égypte ancienne. He contributes regularly to the journal L'Histoire, which means history or the history, and is the author, among others, L'Égypte des grands pharaons, Ramsès III, works on Ramses II, and this translates as Egypt of the Great Pharaohs. In addition, he co-authored with Bernard Mathieu a grammar book entitled Cours d'Égyptien Hieroglyphic, lesson of hieroglyphic Egyptian. Like I said many times, I have it right there, but I've shown it before. It's a massive piece of work. And it is recommended by James P. Allen, which is quite notable. P. Bennett wrote, maybe the white color is some sort of paint that is used to symbolize nothingness. Lol. Well, you know, since you mentioned that, let me show what somebody wrote. Show what somebody wrote. So in my video, the books have arrived. But this person here wrote, peace, shalom, hotep, damn, shaka. Look at the white images of the Egyptians at the front of the book. Gish. So I don't know where he stands. Oh, I didn't even notice. Christopher Withers, he's very familiar with the meta-nature. Very familiar. I don't think he's been with us live, but several times he left some comments and he put down the basically the transliteration using the MDC, manual de codage. Now, let me inform him that we are live now. Indeed. Now. Snap. Okay. The author is G. Hyungoran Buch. It's a collection of 3 books detailing the rich Akan tradition and how it led to the prosperity of the region. Give me 1 second. And now, I have to reduce this as well. Okay. I should share it. Share it. Make it larger. Let's try without the light, okay? And Hero wrote, they are mythical characters, not real people. Oh, well, I wouldn't say so. Now, we do have pictures of the text. This is probably an excerpt from the papyrus. See? Or maybe it's a reproduction. but there is a lack of coloring. I don't know if it has faded away. I don't know if it's an original. But usually you don't have people who have the same skin tone as some white garb. I'd be willing to bet the Akan have some back migration DNA. That's Steve Bennett who wrote that. This is a bit annoying because it's on the way. So okay, sorted. Now I was sad because there is no. That's a British Museum reference. There's no hieroglyphic transcript. Now there's a PDF with the hieroglyphic in, but the thing is in German, but the hieroglyphic is okay. So maybe I will see if I can find the actual part. I'm interested in to know the actual translation of the part that is on Wikipedia. I think they say the lines. I want that. Let me know about this papyrus. Thanks to brother to real. Okay, so I have to go back to Slavery and Servitude by Loprieno. Most likely he will tell us the actual line. Bear with me. Same way. That's what I've typed. Okay. Don't know why the search doesn't work. Could download the PDF. Let's download the PDF. Now it works. Magic. So same way. But Papyrus Harris, apparently it's page 77, line 4 to 6. The translation is on volume 2. So we will see after. But it's just a shame, man. You know, I was really looking forward to the hieroglyphic transcript, man. I had a quick look over the pages, but you know. But we will go through some hieroglyphs from another book. Now, volume 2. Now here we do see some coloring for the skin, but we can see how it has faded away. See around the arm here, around here, and even here. Looks like there's a lack of coloring, but there's no other focus. Now you should see it around the arm. Yeah, now it's better. See? So when you see this, most likely the color has faded away. We see that many times in museums. As a matter of fact, if you look here, here, and also here, it looks like this is what happened. No. David wrote, I can absolutely do. Talking about the back migration. Bennett wrote, I am certain the color is representative of something else, not their real skin color, as many have said about the dark skinned Egyptians. Well, I don't share that opinion. Now, well, the plates. And you can see that's hieratic. Hieratic. French, you pronounce it hieratic. That's why many times I go hieratic, but you just say hieratic in English. So here we have the hieroglyphic, the classical hieroglyphic. Why is it this way? Oh yeah, that's the way it is in the book. And then here it is. So this one is plate 1 here. Plate 2, plate no. That's plate 2. That's also plate 2. So it looks like it's front and back. That's plate 3, plate 4, and so on, all the way to plate 80. Yeah, I don't know how to do the autofocus, but this is plate 80. Now, as for the translation, it is, I think, in volume 2. Yeah, I don't know when he says 77, but he quoted that book though. Starts on page 221. It looks like Amon font. Oh, I thought you could see it. This looks like Amon font, the font that, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, it is Shakanta Diop's son who came up with it. But it is used by Dr. Theophilo Benga in his book about the pharaonic philosophy. Many times I've shown you the French one, but there's an English translation. Hold on. Just bear with me a moment. Two 619. 6. Obviously not. No, if at least we had the transliteration for all the text like we do have for this part, then we'll be good, you know. I have to take time to see if we have the transliteration at least. But I have to take time. So in the meantime, there's that book, Egyptian Letters by Michel Desudex. He's a PhD, not in digitology, in physics or something, chemistry, I think it was. But he's been studying he was the president of a Egyptology association in Toulouse, south of France, for 20 years. And he studied ancient Egypt for more than 30 years. So what we're going to do is look at the Carnarvon, well, let's say the second Camus Stela. This one is the Carnarvon tablet. And this is the second Camus Stela. So we're going to have the hieroglyphic with the transliteration and the translation. First, they just show you the text. There it is, second Camus Stela, or Stele. All right. So we're going to practice with this. Let's see how rusty I am. Maybe I can put it on the side and then rotate. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, that's what's up, man. But how do I make it? I thought I could make it larger and smaller. Okay, that's the minimum. Okay, I get it. Okay. Bennett wrote, and the mere fact that they are white and yellow doesn't mean they are related to any Europeans or Asians law, just like what the people said about the darker Egyptians. Well, you know, I don't know the title of the video. and try to have a quick look. $4,000. Let's see if that's the one. Oh, no, I think that one is at the beginning. I'm looking for, yeah. Well, you know what? I can show that one as well. But in the Louvre Museum, for those of you who ever get there, when you go to the top floor, you have very, very ancient stuff. That dagger that is very old. You have several statues whose color has faded away. But here's an example. This is at the beginning of the the Egyptian collection in the Louvre Museum. So that's the title of the video, Scribe 2000 BC.
Greetings, Louvre Museum, Paris, France. This one is quite significant. It's obviously a scribe. You can see that overall it is white, but if you look closely, you can tell that it wasn't the case before, but it has faded over time. Why has it faded over time? Seated scribe with a papyrus on his knees, 5th dynasty, between 2500 to 2350 BCE. Painted limestone. Here's a reference for the record, A42. This is 4,000 years old. That's why the color has faded away. And you can have a look at the phenotype, the nose, the lips, and the hair. And you can see that even for the hair, the color has faded away. We can still distinguish the black coloring, particularly at the top. But on the rest of the body, it has faded away.
So many times the statues, the steles are in limestone, so it's like grayish, whitish color. That's the material. But then it's painted. It was painted 4,000 years ago. The color's fading away, and we can clearly see it here. See, that's a leg. That's around the foot here. You know, and clearly on the hair you see the same thing. Now, for whoever will be lucky to go to the Louvre Museum, when you go to the top level after the stairs with the long chronology that's on the wall that I've shared also, you'll see some statues where it's whitish, grayish all over, no more color. And those artifacts, you have three. You have a lady and two males, if I'm not mistaken. I filmed it, but I don't know the title of the video. But later on, in the same room, you'll have others who will be similar to this one with just a little bit of remnant of the painting. So yes, many people like to be slick and show those statues which have lost their color. You understand what I'm saying? So they're just playing Jedi mind tricks. You know what I'm saying? For strange reason, they don't really show that one that much, though it is one of the most powerful ruler that ancient Egypt ever had. This is the father of Akhenaten. This is the grandfather of King Tut. Right here. They don't show him that often. They don't show that painting that often. It comes from his tomb. But anyway, I digress. I don't know why there's a background noise actually. Background noise. It's on in my end. All right. I will go over a little bit. And I guess I'm going to share the link so that we can chop it up. Anybody can catch a replay and see what they recognize. Now, it's always nice and neat when it's a hieroglyphic transcript, but when you look at artifacts, then of course will not necessarily look that way, and sometimes some parts will be damaged. So always practice on original artifacts, and you always have plenty of museums. Oh, you know what? I have to check Demi. Looks like Demi means city as well, because that's how it's translated. Your city. So we know that the k is a suffix pronoun for your. How many of you must know that one? Yeah, many of you must know that one. That's the mesha. And you see the French word is very similar to the English word. I'm sure you can tell. And once again, so we do have the suffix pronoun. We have the mark of the plural. When you say army, it's a singular word, but it denotes a multiplicity. Hence why we have the mark of the plural. But just like here, we do have the suffix pronoun. So this means your in French, your army. I don't know if you recall, Henenit the Black, Henenit came as translated by James P. Allen, probably on page 5 of Middle Egyptian. Well, this is the hen, the biliteral hen. Now we have the report of water, and we have the door lock or bolt, which stands for the S, so hence we have the word hennes. Many times I've been telling people to take the classes that the R, sometimes you will find the aleph in parentheses because they figured it was pronounced Ra, and indeed some people say Ra ni kemet, Underneath that's just a single stroke. And then once again we have the suffix pronoun. See? Now here, Hekka, and you can see here the H, the strong K, and the Aleph, Hekka. So we have translation. And we know that Hekka means either magic or ruler. And here they use the word sovereign. Sovereign is the same as a ruler. Close the door because somebody is snoring. I don't know if you can hear it. Be right back. Actually, they were both snoring. Two ladies snoring. Now, what I thought was a background noise was actually the computer itself. So I'm reassured that the sound is crisp. Okay. Now, we have the ma, just like in the word ma'at, but here is the verb. So it says, we see. Some of you may know the word bean, and this bird is just a determinative. And here it's translated as miserable. Some would translate being as bad / evil. But that author chose the word miserable. And here we have sa, ek. So once again, that's a suffix pronoun. Some of you may know sa meaning back. So it is translated as we see your miserable back, as in backside. Once again, we have Mesha, which means army, as you know by now. Then we have Sa'ek, and it's translated as behind you. Now, you must know the negative. Some of you may know the negative. Then, and one funny thing, we have Hut Waret. And that's what is known to us as avarice. Avarice. We even have the determinative for a foreign place. Many of you must know the word ib. But here we have the plural form, hence hibu, ibu. And indeed, those of you know the word ib, indeed it means heart, and that's a French word here, cœur. I told you about this uniliteral. I forgot which word I was going over. Oh yeah, I remember now. The way to say biological son. For example, son or anything else. So we have, that's a h, the H on the line. Some people may pronounce it like a K, a soft K. Some people may pronounce it like some sort of H. And then we have the tersa that gives us het. So het sen, that's a plural here. And it translates as their heart. I'm sorry, their stomach. Het is translated as stomach. I ain't gonna be too long with this because I know it's not everybody that deals with the metal, but I want to give it a little some, you know what I'm saying? I want to give it a little some. And I'm sure some people will look at the playback and practice. Now we do have the verb here, sejem, which means to listen. And once again, we have mesha, the 3 strokes of the plural. And it translates once again as army. Here we have the word ib again. Then we have the word au. Some of you may know it as out. The word somehow looks similar to the English word, but not exactly the same. Now here's also interesting because you heard of Apophis. Now here we have Apophi. Many times what we pronounce like a R sound is actually E according to the transliteration. But here we have the E, the P, the E, Ipepi. That's what we have here. Now we're finished with this page. And I'm going to open up the lines. We have the word ib again, then we have the suffix pronoun. So we have ib f and cheper, sen, and f. Now, many of you know cheper, or many people pronounce it keper because the ch is a sound that doesn't exist in the English or the French language. It does exist in Arabic. Khalid, we pronounce Khalid. It exists in the Spanish, the jota, hijo. It may not be exactly the same, but very similar. Hijo, Khalid. I guess the Khalid is a bit stronger than the hijo. But anyway, so somebody said that the English word flower derives from cheper. I ain't saying no names. But then we have sen, which is a form of, it's a suffix pronoun. And here we have nf, which is also a suffix pronoun. The f is a suffix pronoun as well. So I don't see much participation, but I would take it from there the next time. Hold on, I have some. Continue and do a little bit so we don't get rusty. Share this. You can share the link. Feel free if you have any questions or comments. Don't feel like you have to. Don't feel like you're gonna get on the panel just to make me happy. If there's no comment or questions, we can call it a day. I could use some rest, but if people want to talk, then I'm more eager. So let's see what's up. If you have questions about the meta-nature, feel free. I won't call myself an expert, but I know a little some, so I may have an answer. If I don't, I will tell you I don't. I'm aware that it sounds complicated. It's quite technical, transliteration, sounds that we don't have in French or English. Those different symbols, strange symbols, which are not hieroglyphs. Let's see. I'll take the time to look for how it was translated in French. I'm talking about the Papyrus Harris. And then whenever I have time, I'll look at the document in German to see if I can find the actual plate. And it would be lovely to have at least the hieroglyphic transcript of that part that is on Wikipedia. And Harry was in the place to be. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Oh, chilling. How about yourself?
Yeah, same old living life, What else can you do? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? What the book is about? It just translations?
Well, there's a lot of grammar a lot of grammar.
Or it have some stories and explanations in it, or
Well, we have the translation of the Papyrus Harris. I did say that it was the longest papyrus from ancient Egypt, but it's actually the longest papyrus. Well, it was once the longest papyrus in the world. Probably there are some other papyrus who are longer now, but initially it's the longest papyrus ever found from ancient Egypt. And I would say also I read that it was the longest papyrus in the world.
yeah.
So it's during the reign of Ramesses III. It says that it was composed before he died. So I may believe that he was already dead when it was written, but most likely it was written before his death. And we do have a translation inside. Maybe it's partial. Maybe it's different. It's in different parts. I have to have a look. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, when you say papyrus, what is it, like records of languages, or?
Well, basically, it talks about the lifetime of Ramesses III. Now,
Okay.
papyrus, for those who don't know, you have the reed plant, and they will cut the plant in very thin slices, for lack of a better word, and they will put them on top of one another, like this, like this, like this, like this, and they will let it dry. And then once it's dry, then you have that quote unquote piece of paper or papyrus. But yeah, it's talking, and then, actually, what I can do, just show what they say here. Papyrus Harris 1. Also known as the Great Harris Papyrus, and less accurately, simply the Harris Papyrus, though there are a number of other papyri in the Harris collection. Its technical designation is Papyrus British Museum EA 9999 at 41 meters long. It is the longest known papyrus from Egypt, with some 1,500 lines of text. Now the text, in the text we have a list of temple endowments, and a brief summary of the entire reign of King Ramesses III of the 20th dynasty of Egypt. Ramesses III claims to have captured hundreds of thousands of foreign slaves. So I'm interested to know what were they used, for slave, for enslaved, and so on. So just to give a little summary. But for all purposes, I'm going to share the link to this Wikipedia article about the Harris Papyrus, so everybody can have a look. But feel free, brother, if you have any other questions or statements.
Yeah, I'm here, man. It is what it is, man. You got a lot of studying on your hands then.
Yeah. But I mean that part that two real who is in place to be, he wrote PCO. Yeah, I would like to see what words were used. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know when I'll be able to do that. I don't know if I'll be able to do that this weekend. But at least I want to know what words they use.
Take your time. Take your time. Make sure you're accurate on your studies. You don't want to be like these other guys out here talking pseudo stuff.
Oh, I wouldn't like to. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah, I'm interested in finding out which words they translated as slave, and enslave and so on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's your prerogative, Shaka. Do your thing.
Yeah.
To each their own, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have to rely on the text, to see what's up, and yeah, to me it's interesting. I just regret that we don't have the hieroglyphic transcript in those, but can't have everything. I mean, this guy wrote this book in 1994, man. That was like 29 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, that one there that I just went over, that's 2019. That's just only 4 years ago.
4 years.
Yeah. And for Egyptology, that's very recent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
In reality, is your priorities. Your family and your priorities that come first. Because if you can't take care of yourself and your family, you can't do nothing for nobody. So what it is, but people like to come on YouTube and act like it's something else. So every narrative on YouTube is not really what it is. Unless you can make money off it, then it becomes your reality, because what you're pushing is to benefit yourself. So if you're making money off it, you know what I mean, or you teaching, you feel like you're reaching people. So that's like a hobby. That's something you trying to achieve. It's what you call it.
Well, for me, it's more than a hobby. It's really a passion. I'm passionate about
Right,
ancient Egypt.
right.
I've been passionate about it for years. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just saying, because sometimes I just see the discussions keep going back and forth, on, and it's confusion at the end of the day. And if you don't learn nothing from these teachings to apply to yourself, it's really useless. If you're just there for entertainment and division and confusion, and that's what it seems like. It's a lot going on. So I just feel like it's a never ending thing. It's always another topic, but I don't think it's people taking it serious. There's no resolution to nothing they do, and it's just back and forth. What's that?
The wisdom of Ptahhotep. I can never recommend this enough. Anybody who's interested in about ancient Egypt, I would not recommend that you try to understand the Papyrus of Ani, or the so-called Book of the Dead. That's just a compilation of spells. You ain't gonna understand much. That thing is very easy to understand. Very plain wisdom, and it's way before the Papyrus of Ani. Way before the wisdom of Ptahhotep, also called the Maxims of Ptahhotep. It's available online, however, but this one, he has a hieroglyphic transcript along with the transliteration and the translation as well. Now, actually, no. In the English version, you don't have the transliteration. In the French version, of the transliteration, but you first have just the text, and then I know we cannot really see it. Yeah, you have the text, and then you have the text along with the hieroglyphic, line for lines. So that's very nice.
Yeah.
A lot of nice wisdom. Now, to read wrote Hem, which is a Middle Natural word that means servant, and he wrote, or Hem means slaves. The glyph is a club. Yes, it's some people will call it a club. But where do you get that from, brother? Where do you get that the word used for that text is Hem? Could be Hem, it could be back, or maybe another one. Do you mind telling us? Oh, did you get that from the article that I went over by Loprieno? Just curious. And feel free to call in if you want to. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go over some Medu. I'm a bit rusty. Didn't really go over the Medu lecture that much because of the studies. and the drama as well. How to address a few things. But the madness is gonna come to an end soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So to real, are you still there?
I didn't know Islam does intertwine with that whole what do you call it, scientific, what they call them Scientology.
That's the Nation of Islam, not just
Yeah,
Islam.
that's
It's
great,
official.
because it had two guys that was in the Islam thing way before this Riza Islam dude, and they was had a little interview with him, and they was questioning him, about their interference with this Scientology thing. And what's his name? What's the Muhammad or whatever wasn't with it, and
Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, it wasn't with the same thing, and yeah. So you're just saying like they basically praising Satan and this and that, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, it's a lot of craziness, man.
Well, you know, Riza Islam, it looks like he was actually a Scientologist first, and
Mm-hmm.
then he moved on to the Nation of Islam.
Oh yeah.
But the Nation of Islam, yeah, they slowly but surely allied themselves with the Church of Scientology, and we'll have a clip of Farrakhan that I've played many times, where he actually announced that people, you know, need to be cleared, and this is like something that they do in Scientology. I mean, he was talking about the ministers, if I'm not mistaken, you know, people in charge, and we have many other indications. You know, we have pictures of Nation of Islam people with some certificates from the Church of
Yeah.
Scientology or the Dianetic program. We even have Dr. Wesley Muhammad on tape. I played it also in the past, where he
That
says
even
that he
same.
supports the effort of Dianetics. Dianetics. Go ahead, young hero.
No, I was saying that's the same thing. I think what's his name was in Tom Cruise. I think he was in that Scientology
Oh,
thing too.
it still is. It
Yeah,
still is.
yeah,
It's probably their most famous member.
yeah. That's crazy, man.
Probably their most famous and valuable member. Um,
A lot of the things they be teaching is make believe though, like superstition, spooky kind of,
the
you
Church of
know.
Scientology.
Yeah, like
Oh, it's very spooky.
yeah, all kind of space and you know make believe.
It's very spooky. They have a god called Xenu. They have some, you know, billion years contract. They talk about
Dang,
engrams. They're being cleared.
I didn't know
Uh,
Doggy Fresh was a Scientology too.
People say that he is. There it is. People say that MC Light also
Huh.
is, and you know,
What they getting from this thing, Shaka?
I don't know.
What's the
But
so it's just like another religion? I need to look into
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's some sort of religion.
Right.
Um, the interesting thing is that there's a documentary about them, and David Miscavige, the leader, he's on tape. He said, you know, his son is war. They went to war with the IRS, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, those tax services or department, they gave up because they were getting harassed, getting phone calls and all that. They said, okay, we chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Well,
great. Yeah, they
Tar
got
wrote
money.
Isaac Hayes, and I forgot that because indeed there's an episode of South Park, and they made fun of the Scientology, and Isaac Hayes wasn't happy, you know, and he either threatened or stopped appearing in South Park because I guess he was the chef who will be singing, and you know his voice will be used. Yeah,
Hmm.
no, no, it's not a health organization. L. Ron Hubbard, the science fiction writer, he tried to pass Dianetics as some sort of science or health, and they said, "Man, are you out of your mind?" So then he passed it off as some religion. And a lot of people, they like to say, "Oh, no, NOI, they're not dealing with the just Scientology. They're dealing with Dianetics." But it was first known as Dianetics before the Scientology, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
But yeah, they're not dealing with
yeah. I
health.
heard them
It's not.
say that word
Yeah,
Dianetics. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's not health at all. You know, it's not recognized by the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, as being anything remotely close to health, or let's say medicine. Scientologist Danny Masarin just got 30 years from. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Danny Masterson.
And another one.
And another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, somebody's going to invite him. You know, interview from jail. Master son. Former actor. Oh,
He
dang.
was a former actor too.
I've been seeing this guy in the news, but I didn't even know he was a Scientologist. Yeah, that got popped up in the news, man. But I didn't know he was a Scientologist.
Oh,
So,
he the actor. Yeah. No, I remember some kind of series show or something. Yeah, the '70s show. So he got arrested for rape.
Yeah, hold on. A
30
new trial
years.
was held
Damn.
in April and May 2013. I'm sorry, 2023, and on May 31st, Master's son was convicted of 2 of the 3 counts of forcible rape. The jury was hung 8-4 in favor of conviction on the 3rd charge. Master's son, was remanded without bail until sentencing. No sentencing date was set, but the hearing was set for August 4, 2023. He faces, so he hasn't been convicted yet. It's
Oh, they say his age.
oh yes, he always said it was age. It is 47. So the sentencing apparently will be on August 4, 2023. It will be 1 month after polite. He faces 30 years to life in prison. As of June 2nd, 2023, he was placed in administrative segregation at the men's central jail in Los Angeles for safety reasons. All right. So Real says that he said that he's going to call in a minute.
It's funny because sometimes, a lot of times, you see these people getting all kind of shows and jobs. You don't know that their background sometimes does, help them get there. Because some people, their parents been into this Scientology thing and their kids grow up in it. So, these people have money and money brings power, So you
That's
can
not
open
true.
avenues. Yeah.
That's not true. Anybody, like, if I'm rolling, I have major paper, and some of my peeps, what I'm saying, my supporters, their family members, like, hey, can you put him on? Yeah, I will help out if I can. I'm saying? It's natural.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I'm just
Yeah.
showing you though. That's what it is. When you have cults, you gain power in this society if your cult is, have money, if you generate a lot of wealth. And yeah, you can make things happen. So
And it's the NOI is really official, man. We have the leader. It's on tape talking about it. A lot of people still don't know about this. Some know, but they don't say anything. They don't say anything because they have a selective outrage. And that guy with the rape stuff, whenever his trial or sentencing takes place, I wouldn't be surprised if you hear this so-called conscious community people talking about it. Like they're brother Tar is connecting right now. It says the device is not connected.
yeah,
So
Brother Tao was talking about some earlier.
there it is.
I
What's
was
up, brother
trying to
Tar?
keep up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. How you doing, brother?
I'm trying to talk.
We hear you,
Yeah,
brother.
hold on.
Can you hear me? I don't think he hears us.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. We hear you. Well, the Tar.
I don't think they can hear me.
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
I can't hear y'all though.
Yeah, I can tell.
No, that's all right. I can't hear them though.
Yeah, go
That's
go out
crazy.
and come back in.
Yeah. Well,
Hold on, let me try something else. Hold
try to leave, then come back. There's a guy in France who said Dianetics comes from us. Oh, that's amazing.
Everything comes from a Shaka. Ridiculous, man.
That guy was funny.
Whatever they want to claim, that's what we was. If
Yeah.
they want to claim Mars, that's what we was. They want to claim eyeballs, that's what we was. but nobody in the power structures don't recognize them. You know, it's
I,
prophetic.
I saw a video and the title was like, uh, um, Native American chief says, "Stop stealing our culture," and it was addressing the Moors. What's up, brother? Talk. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear y'all now. You know what? I came in a different way. I had because you know how you just be going through scrolling through the YouTube and you go through a couple of shorts or whatever. It
Yeah.
just it's crazy. It just won't let me hear y'all through that. So I just went all the way back out and just came in the right way. But yeah, I was wondering to oh yeah, True Peace, Shaka, True Peace, Young Heru.
Peace, brother.
It's
Peace.
good.
Yeah, I was wanted to call and let you know that hold on. Is that I know all of this stuff because I'm in contact with an ex Scientologist named Jeffrey Augustine, and he young Pharaoh had interviewed him a couple years ago when he was on the RZA thing, and him and his wife was in it for some years. His wife was handpicked by L. Ron Hubbard way back, and so she knew the man and seen him and all that stuff, and they ended up getting out of it. And when you split out of it, they break your family and stuff up. And something happened with her son, rest in peace. And when he passed, they wouldn't let her and Mr. Augustine see their son, to say goodbye. So they got that kind of power that they break up families and they keep you from seeing them, even if they pass. They have no compassion at all. He also was there when RZA first got arrested, so he been at every court date because he stay in California. And one second. And so he been keeping me abreast of everything, and he the one that told me about Donnie Masterson and all that good stuff.
All right.
And Leah Remini, she been on their butt for years too. She used to be that actress that played on Kings of Queens in New York some years ago.
Oh yeah. The chick though, she got chubby.
Yeah, she got out in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey,
go ahead.
you know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
Some people may not know, but David Miscavi's own father wrote a book against Scientology. And let me just look for it. I forgot the title, but Miscavi's father's book against Scientology. There it is, Ruthless. Mifa wrote that she loves her, that lady that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have the link on Wikipedia and talk about the book, Ruthless, Scientology, My Son David Miscavige and Me. So it's a book published in 2016 in the US and the UK. It presents a personal account of Ron Miscavige's almost 5 decades in the Church of Scientology, the rise of his son David Miscavige to the church's top leadership role, his decision to leave the church, his escape in 2012, and the aftermath. I mean, the own son of the leader wrote a book against it, and they'll probably have the link to the Amazon book.
That's
but
great.
I'm going to share the Amazon link. There it is.
Yeah, the leader right now is on the run. He's in hiding. Before,
is he still on that? Is he on that boat like Edward Hubban was?
I don't know. They saying he hiding. I know he had a couple of sweatshops. They abusing kids as far as working, and there's some sex crimes against the young kids as well against him and his wife that he married. She been missing for 13 years, so they saying that she most likely was killed, but they don't know for sure.
I even forgot that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
and Reza was over there, like he trying to plead for these people to save his life. Reza
Yeah.
Islam.
He needs help. He needs all the help he can get. You know, apparently, his mother and his sisters are off the hook. Is that right?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Of the what now?
Yeah.
The
It
head
looks
went
like
blank for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, because for those who don't know, there's a trial. There's some government funds to help people health wise. So Reza's family, they are accused of running a scam with that money. You know what I'm saying? That was supposed to go to help people. And
Mhm.
so his family, was being charged, and I don't know if I'm wrong, but it appears that Reza's mother and sister are kind of off the hook now. But Tar maybe can confirm. Maybe I.
Yeah. They all like played no contest, which is basically saying you guilty without saying they're guilty. They got lesser charge. They just gave them like a year on probation and told if they stayed out of trouble, they was good. But with RZA, because he refused to follow suit, he kept pushing it off. So he finna get jail time. He go to court on the 26th of this month at 8:30 in the morning, room 104. So I keep putting it in my videos so people can see that, because he keep running around pretending like it's all good, but he's a real criminal and fronting in a black organization, and they just as corrupt because Farrakhan them know what that he got caught up doing that.
Now, Love Me for wrote that she thought that Riz's mom passed. I don't think so.
Yeah, she died last year.
Oh,
She
dang.
died. She died in March, I think. Yeah. Rest in
Dang.
peace. Yep. She
That's
had
sad.
cancer for like 10 years. She was fighting it for 10 years.
I'm sure the trial didn't help.
No.
Because this kind of thing can really take a toll on your mental
Yeah.
situation, your health situation. There's a French guy who was a former politician, and he was head of a football club, and most notably, he was the head of Adidas. The brand
Right.
company. He sold it because he was in need of money, and I don't know if he was already bankrupt, but he was like probably not far from being bankrupt. And after he sold it, the company, the people who bought it, the bank who bought it, sold it again for like so much more. So he felt defrauded. He sued them. He was awarded millions, hundreds of millions, maybe 200 millions, but a very large amount of money. And then they figured, when that ruling came out, it wasn't done the right way. So they asked him to pay back the money. He had cancer, man. I mean, it's like he gained like 20 years, and he passed on, not too long ago. But there's a trial on June 26th. Polite has this pre-trial on June 22nd, if I'm not mistaken, because there's a video yesterday, a lady called Triple C. I think she was saying
that's my
June 20 or
homegirl.
yeah. Her latest video, didn't she say it's June 20 or June 21st?
It's something like that. It's coming soon. I know Polite gonna start his like a couple of days before, so this ought to be interesting.
But Queen's Thrones video, there's a lady who put a recap, and she did mention June 20th, and I think Queen's Throne also said June 20th, but they were talking about a date that had changed. So I don't know if it's a pre-trials date that has changed, or if it's actual trial date that has changed. From our recollection, trial is scheduled for July 3rd, and the pre-trial for June 22nd. But as we approach, I guess people are going to clarify the date, because I'm sure many people will live stream it. But Reza Islam, it's not going to be live streamed, will it?
I don't know, and he's gonna let me know. But he said right now RZA ain't getting no lawyer money from Scientology or the Nation of Islam, so he gonna have a public defender. So it's gonna be over for him.
Public defender?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's strange. because he was a big voice for the NOI, and he released a book. He's appearing on so many platforms. Wow, I'm sure he doesn't get monetization on YouTube, but when he's appearing
Nope.
on all these platforms, I thought that he's getting a little paper, a little check or something. I mean, but yeah,
Yeah,
it will be
unless
fine.
he's
I mean,
funding his
you know,
own. Yeah, unless he's
com-
funding his own, but they're not gonna touch that because they didn't touch it when he got caught up that last time.
maybe because it was over some Scientology issue, which is strange because the Nation of Islam has officially allied themselves with the
Mm-hmm.
Church of Scientology. Besides, there was this Washington D.C. sniper, as he was nicknamed.
Mm-hmm.
There was one called Alvo Muhammad or whatever. He had a young
Yeah,
girl with him, like
yeah,
allegedly.
Malvo, I
Now,
remember him.
yeah, I read that the Nation of Islam paid for their legal fees.
Mm.
So I'm like, you're gonna pay for a dude to just randomly kill people, but you're not gonna pay for Rizal Islam over some,
Mm-hmm.
fraud with the money. It's just like, I mean, I don't get it, but
They probably
maybe I
fall
don't
out.
with yeah.
He probably jealous of it.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I mean, this dude is 90 years old, man. He don't need to be jealous, but maybe the rape accusation
Mm-hmm.
kind of tarnished the game a little bit, but it was an in-house situation. There was no, well, on this instance, I don't think there was any legal situation, but apparently,
Yeah.
the one 5 years prior, do you know if it was like somebody pressed charges, or was it also some inside NOI
It,
type
it
of
had
report?
it had to be inside because I was watching Dane Calloway version of it, and he said he thought it was something afoot with it. So he said he contacted a couple of people in the nation, and they confirmed that that was true, that what had happened, and that he said that Farrakhan, when he addressed it, they streamed it to a couple of, I guess through Zoom or something like that. It was a couple of spots that they was all watching it from
Yeah,
their own
private
place.
stream. Yeah, and somebody
Yeah,
leaked it.
and somebody recorded it and leaked it. Yeah, so that happened 7 months ago with the one he with now.
Yeah,
So
but I mean, the one that he mentioned that he was accused 5 years ago.
right,
Do you know if that one 5 years prior,
right.
if it was like if somebody pressed charges, or if
As
it was?
far as we know, we haven't heard. He just
Mm,
making it sound like it was the other situation that he remember in the video he claimed he got the phone from or the original phone from all of
yeah, I
the
saw when he said that.
conversations. So I'm like,
Yeah,
oh really?
yeah,
Yep. So he knows something. He told on himself because the phone call that got leaked with ain't nobody finna call you up talking about a 5-year-old situation. And that's what he tried to spin it, but he only told on himself. So that's how I know it's another rape accusation. And somebody under that original video I used said that he did, it was another female, and he got kicked out of the nation for like 6 or 7 months. And that's all he did. So it's in-house. So it's possible because he's been in the nation for a minute. So that must have been in-house too. Maybe it didn't reach Farrakhan or whatever the case, but
well, if he was kicked out for 6 months, they probably consider that he committed fornication. I don't think that would be the punishment for rape, because like you played, Farrakhan is on tape saying that whoever rapes within the nation, then the person should die. So 6 months,
right.
but who knows, man? Those guys, they have so many secrets, man. Like some Hebrew Israelites as well. We learned
Hmm.
that Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is that I think the little Hebrew talked about a dude who committed some sort of sexual offense or rape or child molestation, and the dude was also expelled for a few months as well. So I don't know where they get this kind of light punishment from, but man, it's
High
just
school.
Just like they did with Yashu Vael, they
you
moved
mean
him from
not
a
not
whole spot.
you mean Nasi
Nashi,
Yashuvel?
yeah, that's how you say it. Nasi, yeah,
The
how
guy
he,
who debated SETI, right?
uh-huh,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one
Well,
that, yeah,
yeah.
he, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just, remember they had a so-called tribunal, and they still moved him. Says Pops and took him and moved him to a whole nother spot, and he still, got him in hiding somewhere. So, but that's what they do. They ain't gonna do nothing. They'll shoot each other and threaten each other's mothers. And I dig your mother up out the grave, but you won't do nothing about a whole grown person that done harm children. They ain't got no smoke for that. They just overlook that. That's showing you the negative demonic mind that these people have. So, them people shouldn't be allowed to walk the streets, but they're not gonna do that. The same thing with Poppy. He had a lot to say, but when they put him under that pressure, or once you go ahead and handle that, he didn't want to handle that. But you was Cock Diesel, the Spanish Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rambo online. But when it come to somebody you said took advantage of you multiple times in years, you start protecting them. So it's just too much, man. I've seen too much of that. They ain't gonna do nothing.
Nope.
They're not gonna do nothing. They're just gonna keep talking and blaming the innocent and talk about other people's kids and make up stuff that's not happening. So, but I just had wanted to chime in and drop that little bit of information, and that I'm gonna keep y'all abreast of it once once I get more information dealing with RZA, then I'll chime back in. I'm just gonna take going out to eat with my wife, so I just wanted to holler at y'all.
All right, fam.
Yeah, appreciate
All
that,
right.
brother. Always feel free, brothers.
No problem. Talk to y'all later. True peace.
Yes, peace, brother. All right. Well, we have a lot of we have three trials back to back. We have apparently the first one is polite, June 20. Well, that's a pre-trial, June 22nd. Then I think Brother Tom mentioned June 26. And then is that what's the date for that? And the other one, the actor is so June 26 apparently is RZA Islam. And then that actor, that Master Son dude, is somewhere around August 4 or something like that. So yeah, we have a few trials coming, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, it's already midnight on my end. But
All right,
if you have
have a
some,
good night, man. I'm good, Yeah.
All right. But thank you all for being there. I will go through some meditation from now on. You know what I'm saying? I know some people will kind of go over their heads, but I do have some artifacts also that I can go through. But because I bought these books and we don't have the transcripts, I'm like, hey, on this one we have the transcripts, and I have 4 other ones. That's volume 1. There's 3 other volumes. So that's for the lovers of the meditation. So thank you very much for being there. Thank you, Heru. Thank you to everybody on the panel. To Real, you're a bit too slow. I don't want you to think that I'm running or something like that. He's gonna say I was gonna crack your head if you ran. But any other time. I don't know if I will go live tomorrow, probably over the weekend. But my closing remarks are the same. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue, I state facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do I to do nature hotel.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving mental nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, Before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening now and who's going to listen to this
this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody's interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Neture classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how, involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Neture class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at on my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/Ma'at Forever.